Alpha here. You know, I've been working on the deck or the play set. I just need to get, I got two base plates back there, but I want to go ahead and get a base plate. They only had brown at my Dollar Tree. Probably the air's blowing into the fan. The fan's blowing into this. I got this one because it's got a lot of interesting pieces. It's the only one they had from this series. And it's got a lot of clear parts and, you know, crystals, which could be like the fuel source for my spaceship. I doubt I'll build the area where they would show this, but you never know. I could always use it as like a crystalline structure like this, where they touch it and they can, that's their control deck, because it's so alien to our understanding of, you know, flight sticks and all that other stuff. And this, I got it actually because those look like they could be wings, or they could be arms for the chair, or they could be backs of the chair. I don't know. I don't know if they come apart. I bet they do. And I would love to have those as wings on the back of my action figures. The clear pieces would be good too, but I didn't see this. But this was like $4 at the Five Below. And then they had another Hello Kitty thing I'm not going to build today. Surf van build set, Hello Kitty figure, one instruction sheet, instructions. This was $6. But the Hello Kitty stuff, I hate the wheels on those things. But everything else is pretty darn cool. All right, so this model kit is from China. I don't know what all the information is. I got this version. I didn't get both. And now that the tariffs have been jacked up completely after all this going on between Xi Jinping and Donald Trump, we'll never get any more Chinese stuff, I guess. Ant animation. I wonder if this is like the Ant King or something. Because you know how they have the Monkey King? I wonder if they have the Ant King. Here's the SKU, in case you want to go to your Target and see if they got this in stock. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I can't read Chinese. I can barely read any Japanese. The other day when I was looking at that thing and I thought it said G, I don't know what it was. I knew it had J and other letters, but I found out it's Junior, baseball junior. Oh, okay. All right, so let's see if the plates have any numbers on them. Oh, this is resealable, which is nice. I can use that. I see numbers on it, but I don't see like this is A plate, B plate, B plate, whatever. But the numbers seem to be in the 40s and from the 20s to the 40s, so maybe they just do numbering system. Well, this one says CB. It goes from 14 to 24. This one goes from 25, so, all right. CA, and this plate goes from 1 to 13. Okay, so obviously that's the first plate. I'm trying to see if this does have a letter on it. I just don't see it. All right, it's CC. Evidently, everything's going to be C with something after it. There's three faces actually that are just floating around. This one's stuck in there pretty good. I'm going to guess this is CD, which I can listen to while I'm, doing this video. No, this is actually Z. C-A, C-B, C-C, Z. That makes no sense, but maybe they're trying to tell you it's the last one. All right, here are the instructions. It tells you the place right there. C-A, C-B, C-C, Z. Looks like you build a skeletal system for it. You got 3 face plates. These look exactly the same to me. And then we have a silver one that's a skull. Now I'm going to go with the skull. That's cooler. All right. Okay, so we got to build the skeleton, and we're going to put layers on top of the skeleton. And it's not like a skeleton like bones. It's black skeletal system. Upper body of the skeleton. Did they want to put letters? I mean, they got numbers here. Oh, okay. So I was like, where are they putting the parts at? So the parts are down here. I'm like, why didn't they put the parts like this is C1, C2 kind of thing? Okay. So for this one, I need to get the parts Z1 and Z3. And I'm going to get off the Z thing right here. Z1. All right, what am I looking for here? Okay, see, and that's another thing. They don't tell you how many you're going to use. So I'm going to use 3 parts. There's 4 parts, but Z1 and Z3 are the only things given here. Okay. All right. I got something to say. All right, Z1 and Z3. So I'm guessing, okay, there's a bunch of Z3s, so that's the barbell joints. And then we got Z1, I'm guessing is that. Yep. All right. It looks the same on both sides, so I can't tell the difference. So we're just going to put the barbells into there, like that. Okay, I had to look at this because there's like 4 sides here, basically. But the pattern of the the little dots right there are pointing up with the 3 dots. So that's where you know to put the neck knob, I suppose. All right, then we got this is the trunk, actually. I don't know. It doesn't appear to be a trunk. Now we're going to build the waist, which is parts Z4 and Z4, I guess. It's a little different. It's not like your normal model kits. If you're a seasoned model kit collector, you'll be fine. If you're not, I guess you'll be fine too. I don't know. I mean, we already got our preset set positions, and maybe since I'm so set my way, it may actually be a hindrance. All right. It appears that it's actually off-centered like that. All right, right hand, looks more like a right arm. We're going to be using Z5, Z6, Z7, and Z9. Okay, they're the same parts twice, actually. So I guess we can just do it parallel to each other because that's what it appears to be. Got a lot of extra parts just flopping down like this. This is the Z9 part, Z7, Z5, and Z6. Okay. I'm a little bit confused because it says parts Z5, Z6, but there's only 3 parts shown right here. See, it's only 3 parts. That was Z5 I just popped out. Z6. Here's Z9. That's at the top of it. And then Z6. Oh, okay. What I thought was 9 is actually Z6. Great. Okay. Z7 is right here. Hold up. See, now I'm confused because it's like I'm a little bit baffled by this. And I'm going to need Z9. All right, so Z9 was the other piece. Okay, now I got all 4 pieces, technically, I guess. I don't know the difference between Z9 and Z whatever. Okay, so this goes on this. Like that. And then this goes right here. If that's an arm, then I guess the other one's going to be opposite of it, so I guess it doesn't matter. You can rotate it whichever way you want to. Just remember that part right there, that's the rib part, goes in the front, which it looks like it's more naturally able to be figured out. I'm not sure why we're not combining it as we're doing it, but whatever. All right, right leg and then combine installation. So we got right leg is going to be parts Z12, Z13, Z14 is right here. Z13 are both of these thigh pieces. They're the same, and I guess Z12 is the crotch piece right here. All right. Okay, so like this. And before I go any further, I'm going to make sure I got this going into right. This piece won't matter. Okay, so the rib parts that are more rib parts go in the front, and this goes in the front. So let me make sure I got that going correctly. So this is the top, the front, so it bends like that. And there's extra rib section right there if you got confused, like I was a little bit confused. Just looking at it, you know, to make sure I do it right. I need some music in my ears because now I'm breaking up songs in my head like, baby, we can do it, get the time, do it right. I guess even if you got it on backwards in, you could just turn it around. All right, so that's all I can do for that side. It's got some information at the bottom. I don't know what it means. Okay, we're connecting these together and we're connecting the lower skeleton together, but do they connect together to each other or do we have to wait? So the little pin part goes on the outside for the arms, like that. This is the spine, and yes, it does appear that it goes off center like the first one. Ouch, ouch. Dang, that must have pinched me. Okay, just sliding on the side then. It goes like that, and then the bottom goes down. I guess you can put it together now, but I'm afraid if I do and they say, no, don't do it yet, way too late. All right, so we got the arms. Need water? All right, so I think I got this side done. All right, so it shows that it's not even connected yet. All right, so you got to go through something to connect it. It's this piece right here. That's part C7. So if that's the only piece I need to connect, I want to go ahead and connect it now. So I'm going to put part C7 in there. C, they're all C's. So I'm guessing CC. But that's not gold, so. Oh, okay, so the numbering, okay, so it's just 7 period. That's all I got to look at. It's not so much that it's C, B, A, or whatever. The numbers are continuous from 1 through infinity, whatever. Man, my fingers are being torn to pieces. All right, so looks like it's universal front to back. All right, so we just put this down into here, like that. How is it going to go into other things? What I'm trying to figure out. It's got to go through there to catch onto that ball joint. Otherwise, there's nothing right here that's cleared out for it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. I was about to say it's got to go through all the way through there. It keeps wanting to go to the crotch side of it. It's not on the ball itself. And I'm a little bit afraid I'm going to break it and it'll be like, that's over. It's over. It's all she wrote, folks. That crack sound just scared the crap out of me. And it still does scare me, thinking it might be cracked inside of that thing. All right. Now we can start putting pieces on, like the abdomen piece, which is going to be obviously red pieces. C38, C39. These pieces right here. So the smoother one goes in the front, 38. It doesn't tell you which one's going in the front. That's another thing you got to be really careful paying attention to. I wonder how for people who are beginning model kit builders, if they have any problems with this, because I'm sitting here going, I need to know if this is 38 or the other one's 38 because they look a lot alike. All right, hold on. I'm trying to figure, like, does anything attach to anything else? This might be why I should have left this off until the very end, because I think it's supposed to go down into there. Yep, it goes down in there. You can tell. All right, we'll see what we can do. Okay, so that could have been a little bit more challenging, I guess. So, I think I got the hard parts over right now. So the chest are 2 parts. It appears to be C8 and C9, which appear to be these pieces right here. All right, which one appears to be in the front? Okay, this one appears to be in the front. All right, so we know what those 3 holes are for. It's going together really nicely. I wish I cut those off before I went and put it together. Oh well, you'll just have itchy armpits. Now we're going to put red pieces on, so back to this part. And we got numbers C1, C32, C31, C32, these pieces. And one of them goes in one chest plate, the other one goes in the other one. Let's see what orientation we got there. Okay, so even if you don't know the numbers, it's pretty obvious which one goes where. And there's one that goes on the back, and that would be C48. And it's this thing. Like that. So far, this is coming out to be nice so far. It's really cool. It said it was supposed to be 4 inches tall, but I have a feeling it's going to be taller. Every time I look around the corner, the wood on the ground looks a lot like my cat's head looking at me. It's not. It's just the way the wood pattern is. All right, part 4, we're going to build the head out of about 1,000 pieces. All right, so does it say you have to use... I'm guessing this is telling you can do some alternations of your own, which is what I'm hoping for, because I like this face, this silver skull. You can either do smooth armor or more cool looking armor. So the difference is you got a more smooth robot, or whatever you're gonna call this, when it's not as smooth, by doing these 3 mix outs. I'm definitely gonna do it with this head. All right, so we got parts from here are probably C25 and C26, which are way over here. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure I get the excessive parts off now, because this is a head and it's a little bit more something you definitely don't want to have any kind of mess up on. Another thing I miss is having a box to throw these pieces in once I'm done. All right, so once you put this on the back of the head first, like that, then this will go comfortably on the front, hopefully. Okay, looks like Magneto's skull, sort of, or skull helmet. And then we have a piece that goes on the front, C10. Clearly it's that piece. So before you start making this, you might want to have like a little teeny tiny trash can around, which I would use one of these, but I've already used it for my Lego figures, so I can't use it for that now. I have an empty one of those that would go nicely to put your pieces in as you clip them off. I don't know, I'm just one of those people, I hate to see things laying around like this. That's probably what drive my dad crazy for me, wanting to always clean up. But it is driving me crazy, I can't do it. All right, we'll put them up here in a pile. But hopefully it won't get scattered. All right, how's it coming along here? Got it looking good, looking good. All right, so we got the head goes on there. Now we're gonna put on the arm pieces. All right, it says hand. Okay, to do the hand, we gotta put the little knobs on this, so that's part. It says you see 23. Let's find C23. It's got to be in the gold. It's these two pieces down here. So there's two pieces, and those are the round pieces, which is what the shoulder armor is going to be attached to later. Man. And then it means that C36 and C37 are way over here. They could have at least R. Here they are. Okay. All right, so for these armor pieces, they go down. Oh, okay, they go all the way up. Wait, hold up. There are a difference because there's that piece right there, and it appears that the left arm, and it doesn't, this is where you need to know the difference. It appears the left arm is missing the front piece. See right here? It's got two teeth in the back and not in the front, so that's how you distinguish these two pieces. As far as I can tell so far. Okay, because I'm like looking to see if there's anything over here. Like maybe I was supposed to put these on afterwards, but you couldn't slide them up that far. Okay, there's 1,000 pieces going on now. C4, I'm guessing that's the round ring. I'll wait. I might as well pop it out now. So C4. Be careful with this because C4 is very, very explosive. Trying to get it to rotate. There we go. Okay, and then the other pieces are gauntlet pieces. C7 or C27, 28. And I don't know which one's on the left and which one's on the right, so here they are, way down here. Okay, 27, 28. I'm thinking these go together, and this is the left arm because it's got the little tabs going out. Like that. Kind of like Batman's, gauntlets, whatever they want to call those things. So there's a lower part in the front so you can still bend it, and a higher part in the back. That's how you know this is one glove and this is the opposite one. This is the right hand, or gauntlet, or whatever you want to call it. And now the little round pieces go on just to kind of sandwich it. Kind of like keep it from, slipping off, cracking off, whatever. All right, so far. And now we can put on the hands C1, C2. Here they are, and they're pretty obvious because of the thumbs. All right. This one's the right hand because of the thumbs. Okay, that thing keeps sliding. Okay, so don't hold on to the back of the arm, hold on the front arm. Okay, so it's easier to slide it onto it from the front. You might want to glue these in place, the little rings. keep having this tendency to slide off. The hands are not that great looking, but whatever. It's overall pretty good. All right, now we're putting the shoulder pads on. Okay, this is not one of these variation things. Ooh, there's a lot of pieces for the shoulder parts. All right, so we got C5, which is gold. These pieces right here. Very easy piece to clip out. Okay, C5, and the little round pieces are probably C24 and C20. Yeah, here they are. They're all C24. That makes it a lot easier. You just clip it and then swing it back and forth to get it to come off. It's a lot easier like this. Then the red pieces are the next thing, which are C25. Then what was C22? Because it's got to be a smaller number. Those are all C24. Oh, C22 goes down onto the lower parts of the arms, which I'd rather use the C21 in this situation. This is where you can switch it. The C22 and the C21s. Personally, I like these better. But you can use the other ones. I just like the scully looking ones. So the skulls are what goes on these little pegs right here. Just getting the right orientation of which ways the skulls go. See? Now you can put this movement, or you can put both of them if you like want to make it a little variety. Okay. And now C25, 45 is going to be this piece. All right. So this goes together with this, right? That little teeny tiny part. And then these little things go on the end. Okay, there's a lip right here, which is the bottom of it. So put it on like this. Okay. I don't like how these are just sitting there, like they're gonna keep sliding off. Like something should keep them from constantly popping down. Oh well, let's see. It doesn't appear to be anything. All right, we're done. No, we still got the legs to do. Let's get those legs going. Don't skip leg day. Okay. First thing we need to put on are the red pants. And we're just going to pop the pieces out and take a guess at which one they go. Okay, I can guarantee you the shorter pieces go in the back, but... Okay, the little hooks right there, they go on the outside. Get your orientation correct on that, like that. So there's a little hook on the outside. That's how you know which one's which. Okay, now we're going to use the other parts, probably these, because this is about what's left. C whatever, 46, 47, yep. All right, noticing the pattern, there's a hook on the outside. For the front ones, I don't think there's a differentiation between them. Actually, for the back ones, I don't see a differentiation. It's not like the top ones. The bottom ones, there's definitely not, doesn't appear to be a left or a right one. I was say I thought I put both the wrong, like the same parts on each other, but no, there's definitely, this is the male piece and that's the female piece. Plus there's holes in the front for the extra armor we're about to put on. All right, here's another piece where you could probably change it. So C3 or C18, I'm going to go with the skull one, which is going to be, so there's a choice here too, either one of these or the other. So you can either put C18 on there or C19. I'm going to put C19 because I like my skulls. Plus I'm going with the whole skull knight kind of thing. I don't know why I'm doing those. Okay, so the skulls, just go right side up. Again, you can pick the smoother armor if your soul desires. I personally just like this, that's all. To make me evil, I just like it. Okay, we need to put ankle supports on. Those ankle parts are C3 PO. Should be on this one. It's these pieces right here. A lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. And I can clearly see the feet. So I'm going to take the feet off since we're about to use those next. All right, let me see if I got the right orientation for the feet. Okay, there's definitely a difference between the one side and the other. Wish they would give you a little bit more of a clue, like which one's definitely goes in the front. I can't tell personally. If I had to guess, I guess this would be the front, from what little information I could see there. Okay. So it doesn't make it very clear, but you can clearly see this is angled and this is not. So I'm guessing I got it right. I hope I did. I don't know if it matters that desperately. The feet have the same number, so there's apparently not a left or a right foot. It just depends on which one you put it on. He's got a lot of sharp parts on him. So you can tell he's a sharp-dressed man. Okay, there we go. So everyone's crazy about a sharp-dressed man. Looking good. He's looking really nice. All right, so we got to put his butt flap on and his front part, and it appears his side pieces. So C13 and C33. Here are C13s. Guessing these are side flaps. And then we got the red part to go on it, C33. And this part right here. Definitely want this to be as smooth as possible since it's going to go inside something else. If I can keep them from sliding into my hands. It's so nice the cats are leaving me alone finally. All morning long it's been like, give me pet, give me love. Oh, my dad totally spoiled those cats. Okay, I'm trying to get it in there without breaking anything. Oh, that is weird. I got like the teeter-totter effect because of the way the hips are made. All right, that could be used to our advantage. Okay, before I break anything, let me back up. All right, it does look like that is the way it goes, straight in. Let me back up before I break anything. Let me try something else. Let me try it on the other side. I know it doesn't seem to matter, but you know. There, it went in on that side. Could just be that it's maybe my right hand is a little bit less agitated from doing all the stuff I've been doing all day. Whew, okay, there we go. That's a little scary because I thought I was going to snap and break. All right, let's do the crotch plate, which is C12 and C34. I don't know which one's which. They look the same to me. I mean, I know there's a number up there, but as far as where they go, I don't know. This one's empty. All right. Okay, and then now I see the difference. This one's got the thing right there, the gold thing. So you can tell by the red pieces that, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the front crotch piece. Crotch cover and butt cover. Crotch cover, and it does swing, so there we go. So it does move. It's going to hinder his leg movement. Oh, whew. I keep having fears I'm going to snap these things right off. All right, how's that looking? All right, we got to build the shield and the sword. The shield's going to be using, obviously, this piece. I don't even need to know the number for it. Oh, my God, my butt hurts. How many hours I've been sitting here? Sitting on your butt this much can't be healthy. You break your butt even more than it already is. All right. Okay, so this goes on here, and then it's saying to put a piece on the front of that, an ornamental piece like this, and then a piece on the back, which looks like an old time traveler connector piece. It's gold, so okay, there's that piece, and then there's the piece that goes in the back, and this is where I need to know numbers. Up here, hold on. This one says 17. I think that's part of the sword. Sword C16 and C17. So let's go and get the sword together. Oh, I see it. It's way over here. C14. And my voice is going away. Mostly from having to yell at Tom Tom. Be quiet, Tom Tom. Stop yelling, Tom Tom. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, there's the sword. Looking good. Got extra armor pieces. Don't throw those away. You might want to use them for something. Okay, which way is the... I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so there we go. There's nowhere to hang it, so you're just going to have to use it straight into his hand, like this. And then the sword. I'm guessing that's why the piece comes off, so you can stick it on. Stick it through, and then put it back on the tip. Like that. Looking great. There are some pieces over here, like hands, if you want black hands. He is about 5 1/4 inch tall. About 13 centimeters tall. Okay, so he's got ball joints all over the place because that's the way we made him, and hinge joints. He's got the teeter-totter crotch. Pretty awesome, I think. I got him for like $3 or something off of AliExpress before the $800 thing dropped, which I didn't know was going to happen. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that's it for here until all this is over. All right, I think it looks great. And then there's some pieces left over, armor pieces in case you wanted the smoother armor. I'm not sure what that piece is. It does say you have 2 complete list of humanoid and weapons. Oh, okay. There's that piece, the 2 hands that are black. I don't know what this is. Oh, you know what? It's for his, like, his crotch, which is a way more complicated piece, but I guess it's for another model kit. And then this is probably a flight stand for his crotch, like you could put it on his, maybe down there somehow. I don't know. Like usually for stands, you have to have, sometimes you have to have pieces then to connect them. There's this piece, which actually connects the swords according to that information, it looks like. Kind of like what I was doing outside with another sword, but that'll be a different time. This does not appear to be a sword, so I'm guessing that's the sheath. I don't know what this is. There's nothing about this and this go together. They got different hands too. There's not just fists. There's these open hands right here that are black. In case you want to go with black, I kind of like mine like it is. Unless those black hands look better, but because the gold ones don't look the best. But so we got katana swords too, in case you want to use those instead. I like his more medieval look. So that's mine. Did you guys make one? And what did you make? Did you use the smooth armor? Did you get the blue one? Because the other one is the blue one. And of course, you can pick different heads. In case you like the more humanoid heads, like this one. I can't tell the difference between these 2 human heads though. Like, what is the difference? Let's see. Is one happy and one mad or something? I can't tell the difference. Thought maybe one's a woman and one's a man, but I don't think so. All right. So, you like the red one or do you like the blue one? Let me know in the comments. I'm just curious because if I'd known this was the last time I was going to order anything from AliExpress and I knew it was going to be this good, I would have ordered both. So if you ever go and buy this, I would recommend buying both because it looks good. And I wish I'd known it was this good, I would have bought the blue one too. But I always afraid I'm going to buy something and be crappy. And you're stuck with extra ones because you got all the colors. Speaking of all the colors, I never did finish building those skeletons. Maybe I'll do that another time. My butt's about to explode. I'm not used to sitting this long. All right, there it is. And I think it looks good. Oh, you know what? You're right. I should compare it to other figures. Here it is beside a Zartan. Here it is beside of that skull guy. That's what made me think of the skull. Which is really a... here he is beside of Micro Man, Arthur. So, yeah, Arthur is way out of his league with this guy. All right. I am going to get up before my butt breaks. And I don't want to get a crack in it. Have a great day.